right, Shalom. All right, want to give all glory, praise, and honor to Yahweh Shemel Shai. All right, like I always come out here every week in and week out to prophesy the downfall of this wicked place called America. All right, usually I have a sign to tell you who the true Hebrew Israelites are and who the God of the Bible really protects and is actually for. All right, the Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians. All right, because y'all people y'all have this misconception that everybody's special, everybody's going to be saved, and the scriptures, the Bible tells you differently. Nowhere in the Bible does it tell you that the so-called white man's going to give salvation and you other nations. All right, salvation is only for Israel, which the Most High chose from the beginning. And it's like me and the brother, when we always come out, we tell y'all that this place America is about to be destroyed because it uplifts and promotes all forms of wickedness. You can commit adultery whenever you want to, which basically you sleep with another man's woman or vice versa. You know, you can lie, you can steal, you can cheat, you can rob. All right, America allows this. Just because you go to jail for a few years and you get out, that don't mean that they're about the law. They indulge in that. That's why when you have these reports of men beating other dudes' asses for getting caught sleeping with their chick, what happens to the guy who fought? He goes to jail. That's not right. All right, but the Bible tells you, man, that you're supposed to have judgment for these things. All right, you're supposed to lay down righteous judgment whenever these things come into play. And the thing that y'all people get mixed up in your head is y'all feel like y'all can do what y'all want to do and go upon y'all's own understanding. All right, but I'm here, us men of the Lord, we're out here to tell you that you're no different. All right, you're not special. All right, there's nothing mighty and glorious about human beings. All right, the Most High just created something just to, because he found pleasure in it. That don't mean that he won't destroy you if you don't want to. That don't mean that you're allowed to do whatever you want in this world and get away with it. All right, y'all people forget that this power, who y'all ignorantly call God and Jesus, is watching over this place. All right, but he's not watching over it because he's happy for y'all. He's pissed at y'all. He wants to kill the majority of y'all inhabitants on the earth because you don't lay down righteous judgment. This is Daniel chapter 4, verse 17. This matter is by the decree of the watchers and the demand by the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know, which are you human beings on the earth, right? To the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men. All right, the Most High, Yahweh Shemel Shai, who you are ignorant to call God and Jesus, he's the one that rules this place. He's the one he created from the beginning. And I know a lot of y'all people believe in God, quote unquote God. Y'all believe in a higher power. So shouldn't a higher power have some credibility or some morals behind what he is? Like when he created something, he gave guidelines on how to take care of it. That's what he did. He left the law, statutes, and commandments for you people to abide by, so y'all want to get polluted and corrupted in y'all's own way. All right? But it says, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and giveth it to whomsoever he will, and set it up over it the basis of men. And right now, the most basis of men is ruling this place. All right, the so-called white man. He rules this place today. All right, he has you Negro Latinos going upon a way that's not even right. Y'all think y'all are just here to live it up. Y'all think y'all just here to have fun, have a happy family, and that's it, and y'all die, that's it. That's not the case. All right, the Bible told you what you're supposed to be doing, and not one of y'all people do it. Y'all don't even know what y'all worship today. That word atheist goes back to the Greek at and theos, meaning without God. That's all it means. Y'all don't have a power backing y'all up. The majority of y'all people are atheists. All right, but it says that he giveth it to whosoever he will, and set it up over the basis of men. And the so-called white man's ruling today, he's the most basis of man. The Bible tells you that he don't have salvation. All right, he don't have salvation. He can't be saved. If you can't be saved, that's because you're doing something that's not right. You've done something so horrible, so evil, that this power don't even take pleasure in you no more. And the scriptures, I'll get it real quick. I'm about to jump off track. But Hebrews chapter 12, verse 16. Lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright. For you know how that afterward, when he would have inherited the blessing, he was rejected, for he found no place of repentance, though he sought it carefully with tears. So this man, because he's ruling, he's got you people acting like that. All right, he's got you people acting like, because Esau is all about himself. He's all about himself. He's all about the way, his own understanding. He's all about believing he's the God. He believes he could kill. He believes he can win this fight that's coming to America. You know, and he's got you 2/3 of you Negro Latinos thinking about that or thinking like that. That's why, man, when we come to y'all people or you come across us men when we're out here preaching, y'all get an attitude. Y'all buck up, and y'all don't even know you're fighting against the Most High. All right, but this whole misconception in your minds that y'all are special. All right, that y'all were put on here for a purpose. The majority of y'all don't even know y'all gonna die here. You're gonna die in that war that's coming. All right, you're gonna be taken however the Most High put that sword on you. You know, you're special, all right. You're gonna be part of that big old fuel to the fire. You know, but again, the basis of man that's ruling right now is Esau. All right, and the scriptures tell you that the way that the king acts, the way the people will act, and y'all 2/3 are acting just like him. All right. The main thing I'm trying to get to right now is that the Most High rules. All right. The Most High rules this planet. All right. He's the one who directs. He tells you people what to do. Y'all don't have no say in it. Y'all don't have no. You can't tell a God what to do. You can't tell this angelic being, this omnipotent, omnipresent, ubiquitous power. You can't tell him what to do. But today, y'all people have gotten that idea that you can, that you're gonna have a say over your life when it happens. You know. But this is Isaiah. Let's lock it. Isaiah chapter. Oh, it's locked in, man. This is Isaiah chapter 40, verse 21. It says, "Have ye not known? Have ye not heard? Hath it not been told you from the beginning? Have you not understood from the foundations of the earth?" Have you not heard this from the beginning, man? That the Most High is the one that tells you people what to do? And he's the one that governs and rules men? And he's the one who sets up men, tells men what to do, how to act, how to be, how to rule a kingdom? He's the one who gives that wisdom and understanding to people. He's the one who created it from the beginning. So he's the one that's orchestrating everything going on in even this very second. When I'm speaking, when this car is driving by, when that car is driving by, when the lights turn, whatever, all things are being held together by Yahweh Shemiel Shai. So it's him that's controlling everything. He rules, man. Y'all are subject to him, and we've gotten into it previous times. Y'all don't even know y'all are subject to the Most High. Y'all are subject to this power that y'all hate, and y'all don't even know it. Y'all do exactly to the T what he wants you to do. Whether it be deceiving somebody, whether it be committing adultery, you're doing what he had you ordained to do from the left-hand side of the spirits because he found in you wickedness. He found that you were too wicked. He found that you didn't take delight in, or pleasure in righteousness. And you didn't delight in seeing a man happy because he did things right. You know? And that's what we're getting to. The Most High, this whole time, man, he's been here. He's been watching his creation. He's seen and heard and deals with what goes on around, what's going on around this place. He feels all things. But let me get one real quick, another scripture real quick. This is John chapter 1, verse 2. It says, "The same was in the beginning with the Most High. All things were made by him, and without him was not anything made that was made." So there is nothing being done that is against the will of Yahweh Shemiel Shai. Nothing. Though in our minds perceive it like y'all people think y'all are doing what y'all want, but y'all doing exactly what he wants you to do. You know? In a time and a place where that's all going to be revealed and shown to the light that y'all were never in control of your lives from the beginning. The whole thing about free will is just a perception of free will. It's a perception. It's that emotion the Most High puts on you to make you have your own being, so you don't have to feel like this power is watching over you all the time. That's why you believe you can do what you're doing is off your own way. But the Most High said he controls the reins of men. All right, so you're not in control of any part of your life. This is Isaiah 40 and 21. Have you not known? Have you not heard? Had they not been told you from the beginning? Have you not understood from the foundations of the earth? And because even the beginning tells you that the Most High was the one that created all things. In the very beginning, when the Most High created Adam, did he not speak to Adam? He said, in fact, let me get it real quick. Genesis 1:26. And the Most High said, let us make man our image, after our likeness, and let them have dominion over the flesh of the sea, and over the fowl of the air, and over the cattle, and over all the earth, and over every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth. So the Most High created man in his own image. In the image of the Most High created he him. Male and female created he them. And the Most High blessed them, and the Most High said unto them, be fruitful and multiply and replenish the earth. So the Most High spoke. Adam knew that the Most High was a power, that he was the God. You know? And from the very beginning, from every beginning of the creation, the foundations, everything knew what it was created by. Yahweh Shai. We are ignorantly called God and Jesus. So, but the process of time, as y'all went on, and the more wicked you people got, y'all forgot that the power exists. And there's something really watching over y'all right now, but it's not for good. Because in this time it's evil. He's not coming back to redeem all you people. Someone has to be the wicked, right? If there's good, there has to be a counterbalance to that, to weigh it out. So someone has to be wicked. Someone has to be evil, bad behaving people. And it's you 2/3 Negro Latinos, Native American Indians, all right? That were supposed to be Israelites, representatives of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, but you went off because you stopped believing. You stopped having faith. You stopped having hope. You started doing what the heathen did. Y'all even said when the Most High appointed, or not when the Most High, when the times came to where Samuel became a prophet, y'all wanted to have a king like the heathen. Y'all said, let us have a king as the heathen are. That's wicked, man. Y'all had a king, the ultimate king. He's the King of Kings. He makes kings. You know, and you wanted to have a manly, corruptible image. You know, that's where it goes into Romans, where it said that y'all turn the image of the Most High into a corruptible image. What it said, Isaiah 40:22. It is he that sitteth upon the circle of the earth, and the inhabitants thereof are as grasshoppers. Y'all are worms, man. Y'all don't even know it, man. Y'all have no idea how really small y'all people are to this place, to the universe. Y'all are very, very minuscule. Y'all are like the map. When y'all look at a globe map, y'all aren't even seen on the map. All that you can see is the land. You know? But it's like in Las Vegas, you got that one light beacon on that pyramid that apparently is bright enough to be seen from the heavens. Nobody gives a fuck about that, man. That's just a sign, like I was speaking from the beginning, that y'all want to be seen like y'all are something. Okay, great. You got a light that can shine to the heavens. Great. Now what? Now you got a flag moving on the moon with wires. Now what? Y'all make up a society that y'all can basically do whatever you want. Now what? There's a consequence to all those things. There's a judgment sitting at the door right there. In fact, hold on. Let me get this is John, 1 John, chapter 3. Let's see. Oh no, it's like it's 1 Peter's. First Peter's chapter 3 verse 13. It says, and who is he that will harm you if you be followers of that which is good? Well, I'll start at verse 12. It says, for the eyes of the Lord are over the righteous. And it's just telling you again, man, that the Most High is watching everything. It's the Most High who has the last say. In the end, you go to Ecclesiastes, you have no man on earth, whether you be a Rockefeller, you be a Rousseau, Rothschild, you be a man who won the lottery just recently. It don't matter who you are. You don't have no say on whether you die or not. You got Esau trying to create technology that can bring people back to life. You know, what that movie was, the Lazarus Effect, with that one woman. She came back when a demon was in her. You don't have the power to do that. Y'all trying to play God. Y'all trying to be something that y'all are not. But it says right here, for the eyes of the Lord are over the righteous, and his ears are open unto their prayers. But the face of the Lord is against them that do evil. So the Most High is looking at this place still, ruling it, but you have no idea, man, what he's really looking at y'all for. He's looking to kill you people. All right? The Almighty Yahweh Shem Yahushai, or who is known as Al-Shadia to the heathen and to the whole world, because it was like a demon-like power, the almighty power. They saw him as a demon because of how great he was. The things that he would do to the nations that would mess with Israel. All right? That would mess with his elect. That would mess with the prophets. Things will happen to people when the Bible was tampered with. Why do you think all these things are happening to them? Why do you think you don't know about the Bible? That's a judgment in itself. For you to not know the truth, that's a judgment already set upon you to not ever get the truth. You did something in your past time, in your past life, that really pissed off the Most High, so he don't want you to know the truth. It's a scary thing. It's a scary thing, man, when you finally get to the point with Yahweh Shem Yahushai that he don't even want you to know the truth. You know? That's a scary thing. But that's why it says, but the face of the Lord. It gets to the point where his full anger and wrath and his attention is on you. And he has the power to look at every being and have them, and he's going to get them in their way. But I'm going to go back to Isaiah, chapter 40, verse 22. It said, it is he that sitteth upon the circle of the earth, and the inhabitants thereof are as grasshoppers, that stretcheth out the heavens as a curtain, and spreadeth them out as a tent to dwell in. That bringeth the princes to nothing. He maketh the judges of the earth as vanity. So even, like I was saying, the Most High is the one who rules this place, not you people. Y'all don't have no say over what happens. You want to pass legislation and bullshit bills and put up men in offices who don't even know anything. It ain't going to profit. They ain't going to be able to stop the destruction of that comes from Yahweh Shem Yahushai when this place is being destroyed. That's why the scriptures say, where is the disputer of this earth? Because not one of y'all people wanted to dispute and try to fight and try to give a plausible, argument that would stop the judgment, That didn't stop nothing, man. All y'all's counsels are about is how to become more wicked. In fact, let me get something. This is Isaiah chapter 14, verse 24. The Lord of hosts has sworn, saying, surely as I have thought, so shall it come to pass. And as I have purposed, so shall it stand. That I will break the Assyrian in my land, and upon my mountains tread him underfoot. Then shall his yoke depart from off them, and his burden depart from off their shoulders. This is the purpose that is purposed upon the whole earth. And this is the hand that is stretched out upon all nations. Most High is going to have his way in the end again. For the Lord of hosts hath purpose, and who shall disannul it? And his hand is stretched out, and who shall turn it back? You can't stop what's coming from Yahweh Shem Yahushai. The Most High rules, and he's always going to rule. He's always going to have the say over it. He swore about this thousands of years ago because he knew y'all people were going to get like this. All right, he knew what was coming to this place. Now, why do you think that the Most High has to keep I would say a leash, so to speak, on you people? Why do you think he's got to continually watch over y'all? Because if y'all did, y'all would destroy yourselves. He don't want everybody to destroy. He wants the elect to be saved. But it says, this is that judgment he already ordained. But it says, for this is the purpose that is purposed upon the whole earth, and this is the hand that is stretched out upon all the nations. For the Lord of hosts hath purposed, and who shall disannul it? And his hand is stretched out, and who shall turn it back? It's just scriptures basically reading about who's going to stop what's coming. Who's going to stop Yahweh Shem Yahushai? Who's going to stop the all great God? Because what y'all think is that he's coming back to redeem all you people. You think he's coming back to save all of y'all people. And he's not. He's not. He's coming with a sword in his hand. He's going to have the one who has the last say in all things. I can't stress it enough. The Most High is the one who governs this place. He's the one who rules it all. This is it's like it. Let me get one. This is Second Esdras, verse let's see, verse 37. By measure hath he measured the times, and by number hath he measured the times, and he doth not move nor stir them until the said measure be fulfilled. Like I said in the beginning, you're going to see the time. A time's coming where you're going to see that everything's going to be revealed. Right? Everything that y'all people wanted to, think about in a wrong way, you wanted to act in a high and a mighty way, everything's going to be stopped. Everybody's going to know the truth eventually, that it was the Most High from the beginning that ruled in his kingdom. He's the one, and he's the one that ruled everything. He's the one who said what happened here, what happened, what didn't happen. All right? But it says, but it said on that. By measure, he's the one governing everything. He's the one doing everything, orchestrating everything. And like I said from the beginning, but y'all people want to think that y'all are special. Like y'all are allowed to have a say in what he does. A lot of y'all people think that y'all led good lives. Even to this very minute, y'all think y'all are leading good lives. But y'all don't even, how can y'all think that when y'all live the way that y'all do? Honestly, man. Y'all live wickedly. Y'all don't even fight y'all don't even try to do the right thing. And when y'all do, y'all have like some kind of like dissatisfaction about y'all didn't, because sometimes, man, let me tell you something. Sometimes when you do the right thing, you don't get what you wanted, You don't get what you want. So it can leave a little, discomfort, I guess, or you're a little upset because you couldn't get it right then and there. That's the whole thing about patience. That's the whole thing about patience, is that y'all don't have patience. So y'all take everything into y'all's own hands, and y'all go about it wickedly. Why can't you just sit y'all down and wait? You'll be more happy receiving that thing. You'll be more happy receiving things in a timely manner, and you'll appreciate it more. After, say you waited a few years to get something, you waited a few years to get a woman you wanted, or a valuable. You'll feel even that much more greater about waiting for it and finally being like, man, I finally got it, versus when you get it there and you can't get it no more. That's what the Most High does. The Most High, the reason he's a judge for everything is because he can measure everything right. All right, he can balance everything. He knows when people need things, when people don't need things. He knows everything. It's the Most High that rules in the kingdom of men. All right, not human beings. I just read in Isaiah that y'all are nothing but grasshoppers. Y'all like worms. This is it's right here. Sirach chapter 10, verses 9. It says, "Why is earth and ashes proud? There is not a more wicked thing than a covetous man." Because at the end of the day, man, you people are gonna die. At the end of the day, everybody's gonna die. They can't tell the Most High in the end, like, I want to stay here. I want to come back to the earth. You always go back to the spirit world, and you got to get your judgment, and you come back down, and that's where it starts again. You can't come earlier than what he preordained either. Everybody's in the preordained lot the way they were supposed to be. And so why are y'all getting this way? Why are people acting the way that y'all act, thinking that y'all can be whatever y'all want to be, and not thinking about a consequence for it? It says, "For why is earth and ashes proud? There is not a more wicked thing than a covetous man. For such an one setteth his own soul for sale, because while he liveth, he cast away his bowels. The physician cutteth off a long disease, and he that is today a king tomorrow shall die. So even a king is going to die. A king that can make decisions on the earth, he's still going to die. But who's going to still be living? Yahweh. Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai. You know? It says, for when a man is dead, he shall inherit creeping things, beasts and worms. That's why you have no dealings getting proud the way that y'all do. You have no right being the way that you're being. I know you're being the way you want to be because y'all are wicked, but y'all don't even understand, man, that y'all gonna pay for it. Y'all gonna pay for everything that y'all did. On the words of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai, all you 2/3 Negro Latinos, Native American Indians, you so-called white men, all right, you heathen nations, you Chinese, Arabs, Muslims, you know, Hindus, whatever, man. Y'all gonna all pay for y'all's iniquities. Let's see, let me get that real quick. Second Esdras. This is Second Esdras, chapter 7, verse 56. For while we lived and committed iniquity, which is talking about the wicked, man, we consider not that we should begin to suffer for it after death. Y'all didn't take in consideration, man, that y'all's actions have a consequence to it. Every action has a consequence. There's an equal and opposite reaction to everything. You know? Everything, man. So why should what y'all do not have a consequence to it? Why should y'all be allowed to act how y'all want to act and be like y'all's own God? You know, why should y'all be like that and just exclude the Most High? You know? But for a while we lived and committed iniquity, we considered not that we should begin to suffer for it after death. You know, but that's just the main point on that y'all don't understand. Everything y'all do still has a consequence to it. Everything, the way y'all act, the way y'all is being, something is looking out to judge that. You know? A lot of y'all people believe the earth just came out of nothing. Like, it just, I don't know, man. I don't know what y'all think or how y'all think the creation just came up. Y'all cannot really expect that this earth and y'all people just came out of nothing. That's impossible, man. These are random perfections being done repeatedly billions of times. A randomly perfected, crafted earth came out perfectly, and, you know, that was it. You know? That's not the case. Let's see. But something created y'all people, all right? Something created the earth, something created these people, all right? Something is watching. The whole point is that Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai is watching over this place, all right? This is his throne, or this is his footstool, and the heavens are his throne. Wait. In fact, let me get it just real quick. This is Acts chapter 17. This is Acts chapter 7, verse 49. It says, heaven is my throne and earth is my footstool. What house will you build me, said the Lord? Or what is the place of my rest? Have not my hand made all these things? It's very clear, man, that the Most High made the earth from the beginning. It's very clear that the Most High governs this place. He rules it. You know? Y'all are just his creation. Y'all just something, man, that, like, I don't really know what to say on it. There's not much more I can explain about the Most High being the power, the Godhead that looks over this place, that created everything. It's a very simple concept to understand that the Most High did all this. He guides everyone's step, not guide, but he directs everyone's steps. He seals your instructions in the night, and you play it out in the day. You know, and y'all don't even understand that. Y'all don't even understand what the Most High does. You know, but I mean, I'm gonna get onto another subject because there's not much more to explain. The Most High is the one who rules this place. All right, he's the one. He's Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai, and not one of y'all people on that day are gonna have anything to say about it. Right? But that's the truth that y'all don't understand. That's the truth that y'all can't understand either, which I don't want to understand, because if y'all do, you'll find out that you can't do what you want to do. Because being in the truth, you're not allowed to do what you want to do. You got to obey Yahweh Shema Shai. And really, you're supposed to be doing that anyways. Even the nations, even other nations are supposed to be obeying them. They obey Israel. They obey him by obeying